The Yangshan Lake features a large operational area at the stern. This allows a deep submergence rescue vehicle to dock with a distressed submarine and quickly transfer its crew. More importantly, it is equipped with multiple life-saving systems, including diving bells and other specialized diving equipment. These systems enable the rapid transfer of personnel from the submarine to safety. It also carries an underwater robot. If a submarine's propeller becomes entangled with fishing nets or debris during a mission, the robot can approach and remove the obstruction. Therefore, when we talk about comprehensive submarine rescue, we mean the ability to respond quickly and effectively to various emergencies a submarine may encounter, ensuring the crew can be rescued as soon as possible. In this sense, it truly serves as a lifeline for submarine personnel. After learning about the ship opening activities in Qingdao, we now turn our attention to Shanghai. I am standing beside China's Type 071 amphibious transport dock, the Yimingxin. Standing next to this vessel, with a standard displacement of 20,000 tons, you can really feel its impressive height. Let's take a look together. The flight deck of the Yimingxin is remarkably large and open. 2 helicopters can take off and land here at the same time. This area is actually the hangar. Yes, this is our hangar. But the front of this hangar is different from those on other ships. There's an additional large piece of equipment. This is our crane. At present, this crane can lift amphibious armored vehicles. It can lift armored vehicles. Yes, it can. It is also commonly used to load supplies such as staple and non-staple food items. I still have a question about this passageway. As we all know, the primary role of an amphibious landing ship is to deploy troops and equipment during wartime. So how large is the well deck on this ship? Since boarding, we've walked quite a long distance, and at the lower end is the well deck and the vehicle bay. Everything beneath our feet can be used for loading? Yes, it can carry armored vehicles, hovercraft, and more. That's why people often refer to our landing ship as having a big belly, because it can hold so much. This big belly is actually a reflection of its operational capability. I visited Shanghai with you earlier. What impressed me most in Shanghai is how close the ships are moored to the city, allowing visitors to truly appreciate their scale and feel the public's enthusiasm for the open ship event. When warships are usually docked at ports with open sea beside them, it can be harder for people to sense their size. After seeing the event in Shanghai, let me ask Mr. Wei, among the 4 ships opened into batches, which one caught your attention the most? Viewing warships in Shanghai brings a dual sense of pride. Why is that? Because you have an international metropolis alongside a modern maritime platform. And what supports this? A strong and developing nation. With comprehensive national strength, we can build an international metropolis. And with a capable navy, we can safeguard major cities like ours and support the country's development and prosperity. Personally, I'm most interested in the comprehensive supply ship, because I feel its character aligns well with Shanghai. A comprehensive supply ship can effectively support an entire fleet operating at sea. Whatever the fleet needs, fuel, ammunition, or other supplies, it can provide, ensuring the maritime combat system maintains its presence in the ocean. Shanghai is also highly competitive, whether in finance, other industries, or technological innovation, and it continues to grow and advance. So in an integrated and international metropolis, this sense of capability feels especially fitting. You've expressed exactly what I was thinking. When I returned to Shanghai this time to see the ship opening event, my feelings were exactly as you described. After the Shanghai event, our attention shifted to Jushin. Behind me is the Peace Ark Hospital ship. With its white hull and prominent red cross, this distinctive appearance has earned it the warm nickname the Great White of the Sea. Since entering service, the 10,000-ton Peace Ark has traveled abroad 12 times. covering more than 320,000 nautical miles and providing medical services to over 370,000 people, both Chinese and foreign. The Peace Ark has 8 decks and integrates 5 major functions: navigation, medical care, aviation operations, power, and daily living. It is equipped with full clinical facilities, wards, and advanced medical equipment, giving it the capabilities of a mobile tertiary hospital at sea. The biggest difference from land-based hospitals is that all medical equipment must be resistant to moisture, salt, and constant movement. Medical personnel must be able to provide care in rough sea conditions, serving both as healthcare professionals and as qualified naval sailors. Behind me is the Navy destroyer Lishui, hull number 157. It is a Type 05-DL guided missile destroyer developed by China, capable of carrying multiple types of shipborne helicopters. It is primarily responsible for Regional Air Defense Command within a carrier group, Aviation Support Command, Destroyer Formation Command, and other missions. The short video we just watched highlighted the key features of the ships opened to the public in Jushan. First, I'd like to ask Mr. Lee, what major operational roles does the 05-DL Lishui undertake? For example, destroyers, especially the most advanced large destroyers, include the 2 Type 055 vessels commissioned this year. Their entry into service has significantly enhanced our modernization level. Before the 2 Type 055 destroyers were commissioned, the 05-D class was our only shield ship, often referred to as China's version of an Aegis-equipped destroyer. This has been extremely important for naval combat capability in the Eastern Theater, giving it exceptional significance. Indeed, many notable ships participated in this nationwide open ship event. One of them in Jushan is the Peace Ark Hospital ship. It carries no weapons, only medical expertise. How does it represent the image and responsibility of a major nation? The Peace Ark is truly worth visiting. Whether we speak of the concept of a shared future for humanity or a shared future for the oceans, the idea is that as the people's navy grows stronger and ventures farther, it is also building friendships and contributing positively to the world. The Peace Ark Hospital ship is a clear example of these contributions. It is essentially a tertiary level hospital at sea, equipped with full surgical facilities and staffed by highly experienced medical professionals. When the Peace Ark travels abroad, it often visits developing regions or countries where medical resources are limited and healthcare standards may not be high. I believe this is a very meaningful mission. Why? Because it reflects the image of the Chinese Navy. As our capabilities grow, we are not only building aircraft carriers, but also commissioning hospital ships one after another. Beyond supporting our own military operations, we also aim to go abroad in a spirit of peace and provide assistance to others. Many countries and their people have come to recognize that the growing capabilities of the Chinese Navy can bring more peace and hope to the world. In today's program, we have followed the coastline from north to south. After looking at the Eastern Theater Navy, let's now explore the ship opening activities of the Southern Theater Navy. We are in Zhangjiang, Guangdong, and beside me is the Alangu Lake, participating in the public open ship event for the first time with hull number 893. This is the comprehensive supply ship with hull number 893. As an important member of the Type 903 integrated supply ship class, the Alangu Lake features advanced design concepts, high supply efficiency, strong adaptability, and the ability to provide around-the-clock support. Compared with earlier ships, it has upgraded dual-probe replenishment systems and expanded the types of fuel it can deliver, including diesel, jet fuel, and fresh water. The supply radius determines the operational radius, which is why integrated supply ships are often described as the lifeline at sea. The Alangu Lake is about 180 meters long, 25 meters wide, and has a full load displacement of over 20,000 tons, making it a key support asset for long-distance missions, escort patrols, and joint exercises. In this segment, Zhangjiang has brought together various types of naval vessels. Among these ships, which one interests you the most, Let's ask Mr. Lee first. I was truly impressed by the large integrated supply ships we have developed, such as the Alangu Lake. As the People's Navy moves toward blue water operations, we indeed need many large supply vessels like this. For example, during escort missions in the Gulf of Aden, even though the formation may consist of only 2 ships, the missions are long-term. We cannot frequently enter port for resupply because doing so would leave a gap in the escort area, which could compromise maritime safety. At such times, large integrated supply ships are essential for providing continuous support in the mission area. Without these large ocean-going supply ships, our ability to operate effectively in distant waters would be greatly limited. In this sense, for a modern navy aiming to become a world-class force, it must develop in a balanced and comprehensive way, including strong, integrated logistics and support capabilities. In this program, we reviewed the highlights of this year's nationwide open ship events of the People's Navy. From north to south, the warships lined up at sea are not only key assets for safeguarding national sovereignty, security, and development interests, but also convey a message of peace and friendship, serving as a symbol of goodwill on behalf of the nation. Thank you for watching today's episode of Weapon Mask Officer, and thanks to our two guests for joining us. We'll see you next time.